In this video lecture, we will discuss about nitrogen cycle. The nitrogen cycle is a series of processes that convert nitrogen gas to the organic substance and back to the nitrogen in nature. As we know that nitrogen is present in the atmosphere, nitrogen gas around 78%, that is converted into the organic substance and that it circulates, and again the nitrogen goes back into the nature. This is what this circulation of nitrogen cycle. Nitrogen is one of the most important building block that required in all the living organism for the synthesis of protein, nucleic acid such as DNA, RNA requires nitrogen, other NAM, chlorophyll, this all required the nitrogen. The Earth atmosphere contains 78% of nitrogen gas. Nitrogen is present in the atmosphere around 78%, but it cannot be useful for any plant and animal. Because it is not converted into the any usable form of nitrogen. Nitrogen that is present in the atmosphere, that is in the form of N triple bond N. Due to the chemical inertness, the triple bond that is present due to the chemical inertness that make the nitrogen very stable. So all organisms cannot utilize this type of nitrogen. Only the certain organisms which can utilize this type of nitrogen, that is known as a diazotroph. Due to the chemical inertness, organisms cannot utilize this type of nitrogen. Nitrogen present in a form of ammonia, that is NH3, ammonium, that is NH4, nitrite means NO2 minus, nitrate NO3 minus, nitrous oxide N2O, nitric oxide that NO. These are the form of nitrogen: ammonia, ammonium, nitrite, nitrate, nitrous oxide, nitric oxide. These are the usable form of nitrogen. This type of nitrogen can be utilized by the but in the atmosphere it is present in the form of dimolecular nitrogen. This cannot be utilized by the microorganism. This type of nitrogen that is to be fixed. Now we will see the cyclic movement of the nitrogen cycle. As we know that in atmosphere, nitrogen is present around 78%, but it is not utilized by any of the plant and the animal. This type of nitrogen, atmospheric nitrogen, is to be fixed. Atmospheric nitrogen is converted into ammonia by the three main processes: by the atmospheric nitrogen fixation process, by the industrial nitrogen fixation process, and by the biological nitrogen fixation. Atmospheric nitrogen is converted into the ammonia by the atmospheric nitrogen fixation process, industrial nitrogen fixation process, and by the biological nitrogen fixation process. This process is known as the nitrogen fixation process, because the atmospheric nitrogen is fixed into the ammonia by any of these three processes. Once the atmospheric nitrogen is converted into the ammonia, now the ammonia is converted into the nitrite by the help of the organism that is known as Nitrosomonas bacteria. Nitrosomonas bacteria convert this ammonia into nitrite Now this nitrite is converted into nitrate, that is NO3 minus, with the help of nitrobacter. This process is known as nitrification process. Now this NO3 minus is utilized by the plants. This is present in the soil. This is get utilized by the plant. Plant will utilize this type of nitrogen, that is nitrite. Ultimately the plant is consumed by the animal. They will feed on the plant. This process is known as assimilation. Again, the dead of the plant and animal, again the ammonia is get back. That is known as ammonification. By the process of ammonification, ammonia is again returned into the soil. Now this utilizable form of nitrogen, again it get back into the atmosphere by the process of denitrification. There are some bacteria such as Pseudomonas. These all are the denitrifying bacteria. Pseudomonas, Clostridium, Bacillus, Actinomycetes. These all are the denitrifying bacteria. Again, these utilizable form of nitrogen again get back into the atmosphere by this bacteria. Again, I am repeating this cycle. Atmospheric nitrogen is converted into the ammonia by the process of nitrogen fixation. In that, there are the three processes such as atmospheric process, industrial and biological process. This ammonia is converted into nitrite, that is NO2 minus, with the help of Nitrosomonas bacteria. Again, this nitrite is converted into nitrate with the help of Nitrobacter. This process is known as nitrification. Now, this nitrogen form is utilized by the plant for their growth. That is process is known as assimilation, that will assimilate into that for their growth. Again, this plant is consumed by the animal. After the death of the plant, animal and the microorganisms, the process is known as ammonification. Again, the ammonia is get back returned into the soil. Now, this any utilizable form of nitrogen, again this can convert into the atmospheric nitrogen with the help of denitrifying bacteria such as Pseudomonas, Bacillus, Actinomycetes, Clostridium. First, we will start with atmospheric nitrogen fixation. Atmospheric nitrogen fixation that take place in the upper layer, at the upper layer, in which in the atmosphere nitrogen is present around 78%. This molecule with oxygen in the presence of UV rays and lightning due to the weathering that convert into molecular nitrogen, react with molecular oxygen in the presence of UV rays and the lightning that convert into nitric oxide. Now, this nitric oxide react with excess and the oxidation that leads to the nitrogen dioxide. Now, this nitric oxide combined with excess of nitrogen dioxide. Now, the nitrogen dioxide combined with and form nitric acid and nitrous acid. Nitric acid and nitrous acid as an acid rain in the earth, in the soil. Now, HNO3 with alkaline substance and form nitrate. When HNO3 HNO2, that is nitrous acid, combine with alkaline substance and form nitrite. This is how about 10% of nitrogen is fixed by atmospheric nitrogen fixation. First, combine with oxygen and form nitric oxide, nitrogen dioxide. Nitrogen dioxide that has been formed combined with water and form nitric acid and nitrous acid. That will come as combine with alkaline substance and form nitrate, and nitrous acid combined with alkaline substance and form nitrite. And around 10% of the nitrogen is fixed by the atmospheric nitrogen fixation. Now we will see the industrial nitrogen fixation. In industry, nitrogen is fixed in an industry or a factory by the Haber process. Haber process is known as process. It is an artificial nitrogen fixation process. It is an artificial nitrogen process. And in the industry, the main procedure is that to produce ammonia. The main thing is ammonia, nitrogen fertilizer, for the production of the ammonia nitrogen fertilizer. This is how in industry the nitrogen is fixed by the Haber-Bosch process. Now the third type is biological nitrogen fixation. The atmospheric nitrogen fixation and industrial nitrogen fixation. Now that is the biological nitrogen fixation. 60% of nitrogen gas is fixed by the nitrogen fixing bacteria. 60% of nitrogen gas, atmospheric nitrogen, is fixed by the nitrogen fixing bacteria. Biological nitrogen fixation was first discovered by Dutch microbiologist, that is Martinus Beijerinck. It is the name of the scientist that discovered the first biological microorganism that fix the atmospheric nitrogen are called diazotrophs. Microorganisms that fix the nitrogen are called diazotrophs. Biological nitrogen fixation can be done by two ways, that is symbiotic nitrogen fixation and symbiotic nitrogen fixation. In symbiotic nitrogen fixation means some kind of partner is required, whereas non-symbiotic no partner is required. Or we can say that free living, or we can also say asymbiotic nitrogen fixation. These are the one and only the same. Non-symbiotic nitrogen fixation, asymbiotic nitrogen fixation, or by the free living. In the organisms that are involved for this are the Azotobacter, Beijeringia, Mycobacterium, Aerobacter, BGA means blue-green algae, bacteria, stock. These all are the example of non-symbiotic nitrogen bacteria. These all are the non-symbiotic nitrogen fixing bacteria. Symbiotic nitrogen fixing bacteria example is Rhizobium. That we have to remember. Symbiotic nitrogen bacteria example is Rhizobium. Rhizobium is an aerobic bacteria. It is an aerobic bacteria. Rhizobium bacteria that can require the leguminous plant. It means that it has a symbiotic association with the leguminous plant. It produces the nitrogenase enzyme. This that is a nitrogenase enzyme that help in the nitrogen fixation. It is composed of two units, that is iron molybdenum, that is iron and iron molybdenum subunit. Rhizobium bacteria is a group of alpha proteobacteria belong to the family that is Rhizobiaceae. That we have discussed about this. Symbiotic nitrogen fixation is done by rhizobacteria. It has a symbiotic association with the leguminous plant. Leguminous plant, it symbiotic association it will shows, and when it has a symbiotic with the leguminous plant, at that time it will fix the nitrogen. For the nitrogen fixation, we require the enzyme name that is nitrogenase. It is composed of two subunit, that is iron molybdenum subunit. It is belong to the group that is alpha proteobacteria and the family that is Rhizobiaceae. Now we will see the symbiotic nitrogen fixation in detail. In the symbiotic nitrogen fixation, root hair of leguminous plant that will secrete flavonoids or this is secondary metabolites. Plant roots of leguminous plants roots of leguminous plant that will secrete flavonoids or betaine, it is the secondary metabolites. This, whatever that plant's root has secreted, that will attract bacteria to the roots. This flavonoids will attract bacteria to the root. Now, the bacteria possess not D protein. This not D protein will recognize these flavonoids. Flavonoids are secreted by the root hair of leguminous plants that will attract the bacteria towards it, and bacteria possess not D gene that will recognize this type of flavonoid leguminous plant root hair. Now, not D will combine with flavonoids and activate not D gene, which is coding for enzyme. Now there is an activation of node D and plus flavonoids factors. Now what happened? Once we get not D factors, Rhizobium bacteria now will come attracts towards this hair. Rhizobacteria attracts by the active gene now leads to the curling root caused by rhizobacteria. Once it will attract towards the root hair, that curling of root hair. Curling of root hair caused by rhizobacteria. Once it caused the curling of root hair, now the plant, it will go inside the plant by forming the infection thread. It will cause the kind of infection thread and it will degrade the cell wall. It will degrade the cell wall. From this, it will enter inside the host cell, or we can say that in the host cytoplasm. Through infection thread, rhizobacteria enter into the host cell. Once the NOT D factor activate, rhizobacteria will curl the root hair. After the curling, it will cause the infection thread and go inside the cytoplasm of the host cell. Cytoplasm of the host cell is surrounded by the peribacteroids membrane. Here is the peribacteroids membrane. Cytoplasm of the host cell is surrounded by the peribacteroids membrane. Peribacteroids membrane, it is a defense mechanism that harmful bacteria does not invade inside the cytoplasm. As we know that in the soil, in the surrounding soil, rhizobacteria will present. With that, some harmful bacteria will also present. This peribacteroids membrane will defend against this harmful bacteria that won't allow this type of bacteria to go inside the cell, inside their cytoplasm. Now, once this rhizobacteria goes inside this cytoplasm, rhizobacteria that secrete the plant hormones. Example, that is cytokinin. Cytokinin is a plant hormone that promotes the cell division and leads to the nodule for host cell. It will go inside the host cell rhizobacteria and that promote the cell division. Cell division leads to the nodule formation. That leads to the nodule formation. Nodule is tumor. Ultimately, that form the irregular polyhedral structure that is known as bacteroids. Tumor formation is always an irregular form. The irregular structure that is formed that is known as bacteroids. Now, the develop the pinkish pigment is hemoglobin. Lag hemoglobin is a pigment that is produced by the host cell that will function as an oxygen scavenger. Lag hemoglobin is always produced when the bacteria and the host cells come in a contact. Then and then only this lag hemoglobin will form. That will function as an oxygen scavenger. Now the bacteria have the nitrogenase enzyme that is sensitive towards oxygen, and this lag hemoglobin will help this nitrogenase enzyme that prevent from the oxygen to this enzyme, as it is sensitive toward the oxygen. Now these nitrogenase enzymes will combine with gaseous nitrogenase enzymes combine with gaseous nitrogens with free hydrogen to produce ammonia. This is how the ammonia is produced. N2 is combined with hydrogen, in that converted into ammonia. For that, energy and ATP, these all are required, and complex of enzyme, these all are required to convert this atmospheric nitrogen into the ammonia. This is how the biological nitrogen fixation in that symbiotic nitrogen fixation is done. Then the next step is the nitrification, in which NO2 ammonia is converted into NO3 and NO2 and NO2 is converted into the NO3, that is nitrite. Again, this nitrite is for second step, that is the assimilation step, that is assimilated by the plants and animal. Then again there is a dead of the plants and animal that is converted into the ammonia by the ammonification process, and then at last any form of nitrogen is converted into the atmospheric nitrogen by the process of denitrification. This is what all about the nitrogen fixation process.